Hi, I'm Ian Varley, CEO of Eagle Business Credit. Welcome to the Money Factor, where we get your money questions answered. Today we're going to be talking about janitorial companies and some of the specific challenges that they face when trying to grow their companies and how factoring can be a great fit. So growing a janitorial business, like many businesses, can be challenging, particularly if you're trying to add new customers. It's an extremely competitive market and it's quite a sticky product. What do I mean by that? Well, if someone calls me and says, I want to sell you a new cleaning service, it may not be the first thing that I want to talk about because I'm happy with my cleaning service right now. And it's a big thing to change. My cleaning service comes into my office, does a great job. Why would I want to move that? So we recognize that. And one of the things we always talk to our janitorial clients and any other prospects about is look at your marketing. How are you actually getting hold of companies? Is it you're going around a business park, knocking on doors, putting leaflets, or are you doing a good online presence, maybe sending out some email blasts? And it's always hard when you are taking on business. Can you handle the cash flow that that's going to equate, as in the pressure for your cash flow to add in those new customers? That's where factoring can help, and we'll talk about that. But mainly when it's adding new customers, an online presence is a great idea for a janitorial company. If you keep all your marketing on point and similar look and feel, if you do postcards, they can be quite dramatically effective if you're canvassing new business parks. Right now, particularly with the pandemic ongoing, many companies are looking for janitorial companies that will add additional services such as deep cleaning and other things that are going to be peace of mind for those companies. And I always think if you talk to the company about how happy they are with their existing service, maybe some things that they would look to change, that's a great route in to talk to existing and potential new customers about. So why is factoring particularly a good fit for janitorial companies? A number of reasons. A janitorial company is going to have that classic cash flow gap. What do I mean by that? Well, you have to buy supplies, cleaning supplies. Not only that, you'll have a team of staff that you employ to go out and perform the service. So when you have a team of staff, you have a big payroll bill. Those people will want to be paid perhaps weekly, bi-weekly, and maybe your customers are only going to pay you once a month. So immediately you can only bill out once a month maybe, but you've got to pay out several times a month, not only to buy supplies, but to pay wages. That's the cash flow gap. And factoring will help you cure that problem because as soon as you've completed that monthly billing, we will advance funds to you and you can use those for working capital requirements, be it payroll or buying supplies. Remember also that if you're working with a particularly large supplier that you're reliant on, and maybe you've got extended terms with them because you need that cash flow support at the moment, you can actually go back to that supplier and hopefully negotiate a discount for early payment or quicker payment. And that you can actually use to offset some of the costs of your factoring. So again, a lot of our clients, particularly in the janitorial space, will use the cash flow that we provide not only for their running money, their payroll, but also to get great vendor discounts. And it's really not expensive. A cost of 2 or 3% off of your invoicing value is really what the factoring cost should entail. And if you can cover that with a discount from a supplier, again, a great way to manage and offset the cost of factoring. So it's debt-free. Remember that. It's not a loan. With factoring, you give us the invoices, we advance the funds, we get paid by your customer. So you don't have to worry about making a loan repayment and having debt on your balance sheet. It's not like that at all. It's an early advance or prepayment against your receivable while we then wait for your customer to pay us and repay that advance that we made to you. So again, it's a very, very simple process that works extremely well for janitorial companies. It's really pain-free, a very simple approach. And we have many, many janitorial companies very satisfied because it really becomes an extension of their business. Helps them pay their people, get their supplies. They don't have to worry about repayment. It's a great fit. So you're a janitorial company. Why choose Eagle for your factoring needs? Well, we understand your space. We have a number of janitorial clients on board. We understand the terminology that you use and the kind of customers that you have. So for example, it wouldn't surprise us if you said, okay, well, my billing has to be issued on the first of the month for that month's service. That doesn't scare us. Some other factors will not like that and will not be able to fund you. But with us, we get it. We know that you have a contract. It's a month-to-month thing maybe. We're comfortable and we'll certainly fund you. You have access to a specialist that understands this space. Not only that, you're going to have a quick turnaround time. That's important to know how much is it going to cost and can I get approved. Typically, our turnaround from receipt of application and supporting documents can be a number of days, a couple of days through to a week, from application to funding. Compare that to talking to a bank. Very different. And with us, again, it's not alone. You're not going to make repayments. You are going to have access to that specialist that understands your space. And we're very focused on getting your deal approved and funded quickly so that you can have access to that cash right away and not wait to get paid. So another reason people come to us, particularly in this space, is if they're adding new customers, they're wanting to grow, they want to make sure that those customers are going to be creditworthy and are going to pay. So part of our service, it's all included in the price, will be to help you underwrite or credit check those new customers. Again, you just let us know the name of the company that you're thinking of doing business with, and we'll run some credit checks on them and make sure that we can approve them for funding. It's possible we're already dealing with them for another company. We have a number of customers in this space, as I mentioned. So that's another great reason to come to us. Plus, speed of funding. Again, if you submit your invoices to us by 12 p.m. Eastern, you'll be funded same day for no extra charge. A lot of other factors will charge you for same day funding. That's not something we try and do at Eagle. So again, janitorial companies are very welcome here at Eagle. We understand your pain points and the particular cash flow needs that you have, be it getting supplies or paying your people on time. And checking out new customers. Very important that you do that wisely before you start doing business with people. Timing of your billing, very happy with that too. So that's really it for this episode of The Money Factor. Thank you for watching. If you're a janitorial company, please contact us. You can find us at eaglebusinesscredit.com. Call us today. We'd love to talk to you about your business, and thanks again for watching The Money Factor.